Good morning. Hello. Welcome in. Right, we're starting a new career. We're starting a new chapter in the hallowed career, the FIFA Ramble career mode season. I'm not sure if this is going to replace the Ajax or run hand in hand with it, but there's only a couple of months left to FIFA 18 and I really want to do a Milan career, so we're jumping in. First thing we're going to do today is read these 6 emails. That's what we're going to do. I've already been on here and done a little bit of stuff, so we're in the we've jumped straight in. Vision and expectations. Final scout report has arrived. Romano. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I understand scouting. Right, let's go have a look at the objectives. I've already done a training and I've already had a quick look through players that I think I want to bring in, or players in the positions where I think we need to strengthen. So we've already done a little bit off camera because there's no point filming it, really. So let's jump straight in and have a look at what we get. I haven't looked at these yet. So they want us to sign at least 2 players younger than 20 with potential greater than the average overall. Okay, we could do that. And sign 1 player with potential over 75 to the youth squad, increase their overall by at least 10 points. We could probably do that as well. 70 million from shirt sales, will do that easy. Earn 17.6 through media earnings. Competition within 3, we'll do that one easy as well. They want us to win the Europa League. They want us to reach the round of 16 of the Coppa Nazionale, and they want us to qualify for the Champions League. Okay, we can do all of those, I think, this season. That's fine. Let's have a look at the scout report and see who they got. Oh, well, I've already started things off there, so that's already irrelevant. Shirt sales should be fine. Okay, right. Today we're going to look at the squad hub as well. That's one of the first things we're going to be doing. Okay, right. Donnarumma, potentially the best goalkeeper on the game. He's got a potential rating of 93, currently at 82. He's quality. He's going to be my first choice goalkeeper throughout. There's no point in doing anything other than keeping him at the club. The man is phenomenal. Plizzari's out on loan, as is Gabriel. Guinone is actually my second highest potential, behind Storaro, 76, but he's 40 years old, so he's going to just keep dropping. We got Antonio Donnarumma, who's 26 years old. There's 0 point keeping this man at the club. He's got a base rate of 66 and he goes up to 70. Now, I don't know what he's worth, 500,000. There's no point keeping him at the club. Really. I might keep him until Guinone starts to increase in rating, but we'll see how we go from there. Right back we got Calabria, 75. He's got a potential of 85, so he's definitely going to be our first choice right back this season, or at least the aim is to get him to be first choice right back. Maybe wait until he grows a bit. Until he grows, we'll be using Abate, who's 30. He's got the leader of men attribute. He's still pretty quick, to be fair, and he's not that bad overall. He's not solid, but he's all right. He will do. He's 78 rated overall. He's not going to grow any more than that. At centre back we got Bonucci, who's obviously going to be our first choice and our captain and star of the show, really. We got Romagnoli, who's 80 rated. He's got potential of 87, so our starting centre back is set in stone here. Hi Mike, how are you? We're going to do this series a bit different. Usually what I do is I live stream it and record it and it goes out, and then I try not to interact too much with people watching live. That's going to be different on this one. So if you're watching this in retrospect and I start chatting to someone, that's because they're chatting to me on the live stream. Romagnoli is 80 rated. Like I said, he's 87. Yeah, so they're going to be our first choice centre-back pairing. So that's fine with me. Outside of them, we got Simic out on loan, who's 22, 72 rated. Nothing really there. Gomez, again, nothing massively there. 74 rated, 77 overall potential. Masasio is 26. Now, for 26, his potential is stuck at 80. He's not going to get any better than 80 rated, so he's going to be back up at best. Below them, we got Zapata at 78. We got Gabbia at 61 at 17. Potential is 76. So again, I don't really see much of a future at the club for him, to be fair, with only 76 potential. Yeah, it's good. Look, we've got Masasio and we've got Zapata who are going to be backup. Zapata is going to be someone that we will eventually look to be moving on because, again, he's stuck at 78. Left backs, we got Ricardo Rodriguez, 80 rated. He's our highest rate. He's got a potential of 83. So he's going to be our first choice left back with Antonelli as backup. Antonelli doesn't grow any higher than 76. That's the thing. He's going to be... It's just nothing but backup. So, looking at defence, I would suggest we might need to bring in another left back. We might need to bring in another centre back and maybe look to sell on Zapata. And at right back, I do think we need someone. Calabria, maybe bring in... I do like Calabria, and like I say, he's got a potential of 85, so he's going to be pretty decent. He's just not going to be that decent right now. He's got good solid stats though, so he's got potential there. Maybe we don't... Right back's probably the least of our worries right now, as well as centre back, because Zapata's not bad, Masasio's not bad. They're all right, so they'll do for backup. And obviously we've got Romagnoli and Bonucci. Left back, Rodriguez and Antonelli. I do think a left back is probably going to be in our plans. I'm not a massive fan of Rodriguez. He's okay. And Antonelli is, well, he's 76 rated and he's 30. So, you know. Right, we get on to, this is the problem area. So if you're watching this live, or if you're watching it in retrospect, it doesn't matter. Comment below any transfer suggestions. It would be massive help. I've done a shortlist and I'll show you those in a minute. Central midfield is an issue for AC Milan. It is a big issue. We have Montalivo at CDM. He can also play CM, but he's 32 and 78 rep. Mazuka, okay, Masuaku, that's a good one for left back. Masuaku is a good shout. Got Montalivo, 32, 78 rated. He's just going to keep dropping at 32. He's probably someone that I'm going to look to move on now. I don't know what his attributes are actually. Look, he's got a lot. He's a good squad player. He's got really poor stamina though, and he is aging, so he is someone potentially I'm looking to move on now. Locatelli is one of our brightest hopes. He's only 19, 74 rated currently, but he's got a potential of 85. He's someone that we are going to keep and look to be training. I may have already trained him actually. I can't remember which ones I picked. And Lucas Biglia. Biglia or Bilia? I don't know if you pronounce the G or not. I don't know if it's a hard or a soft G. But he's 31 and he's not going to grow any more than 82. We've just brought him in from Lazio. So in my head, I don't see why I need to have Montalivo when I've got Biglia and Locatelli. The only issue that we have is that then further forward, ignore Conti there for the time being, further forward we have Kessie, who again is one of the best stars at the club. He's only on loan at us though, so he's probably someone I will look to bring in next season potentially, or see how he does. Bonaventura, who will definitely start, and then Mauri, who 71 rated, but annoyingly he only goes up to 78. This is the problem we are going to have this season, is centre mid. We are short in numbers and we are short in quality. I'm going to suggest at least 2 central midfielders. If you have any central midfielder suggestions, please do let me know. But I do think I'm going to sell Montalivo now. He's worth about 5 mil. I can't imagine us getting any more than that for him, like ever, really. Moving forward, we'll go to let's do right mid now because Conte's here. Just signed him, 75 rated. He can also play right back, interestingly. I don't know what his attributes are. He's relatively quick, but he's got a hell of a lot of stamina. Really good stamina. His technicals are okay. They're nothing major. His physicals are definitely, that his engine is definitely what he's good at. But at 23 years old, he's got a potential of 81. So he could be semi-decent. He's definitely going to be a good squad player. So he is someone who to look for in the future. He's not going to get that much game time though, because Suso is going to be our starting right midfielder. 23 years old, 82 rated. He's got a potential of 87. He's one of our brightest stars at the club. Bruno Fernandes from Sporting Lisbon. Bruno Fernandes is a very interesting shout. He may be on the shortlist. I can't remember. I'll have a look at transfers now. Out wide we are short. Right midfield, I'm more than happy with these two for now. It's not. It's sort of up there. It's back there with right back. In that, if we can improve, we will. But if we're stuck with these two, then I'm more than happy. Especially Suso, who's extremely good. Right, left midfield. This is more of an issue. We have Barini, who's only on loan, thankfully, because I don't rate him at all. He's not very good. But we do have Canalaglu. I can't pronounce it. Who is extremely good. One option that we've got is we could bring back Niang from his loan. He's on loan at Torino. I don't know what you think of that. And then maybe cancel the loan of Barini. Can we even do that? Is that a thing that we can do? I'm not sure. But yeah, Niang could be brought back. I'll wait and see what your thoughts are on that. Up front, we're fine as well. We've got Carlos Bacca out on loan. I will leave him there though. Kalinic is only on loan, which is fine with me because I don't rate him at all. But Catrone and Andre Silva, in those two, we've got some extremely, extremely high potential players who I'm really looking forward to playing with. Now, on the other side, we have the transfer targets. So let's jump in and have a look at those. Like I said, before I started recording this, I did make a list of players. Right. Add to this as you go on, really. If there's anyone that you think I should be adding, please do let me know, and I will add them to the list. At right back, which isn't somewhere that we need to necessarily strengthen, I've put Ricardo Pereira, João Cancelo, and Odriozola. They are, and Hakimi. But like I say, we're not overly concerned with strengthening there straight away. At left back, which is more of a priority, because at left back we've got Rodriguez and Antonelli. We've checked Alex Telles, Grimaldo, and Kieran Tierney on. We're waiting on scout reports back, obviously, from these. Michael commenting, by a class left winger, keep Barini for the sake of depth, bring back Niang as backup. Kalanagu can be one of your midfielders possibly. That's an interesting shout. That is very interesting. I'll potentially look at doing that actually. At right midfield, which we do need strength on the wings, we definitely do need to add depth there. And on the right, like I say, we're not that fussed about the right. We got Suso, who's very, very good, and we got Conte at 81. But on the right, I brought Iron Robin just because he's not got much left in him, but it's an extremely AC Milan-like signing to bring an aging Iron Robin into the starting 11. That would be very, very, very much a thing that AC Milan would do. But there are better options, like Riyad Mahrez for a start. Zardes got in on, and Torvin, who we can't sign. They've only just got him, but we could pay his release clause. But I'm not going to pay 57.3 million for Torvin. That's not happening. Let's skip past these a minute. Left mid, we got Son, Rafinha, who is very interesting. I'm waiting on scout report back from him, but he's very quick and he's already got flair and technical dribbler stats. So he is someone that we would, I'd be very much interested in looking at. Plus, he can play out left or on the right. Thomas Lemar. Again, the problem with Thomas Lemar is his release clause is huge. The one player that I am very, very interested in bringing in. Now, if you play career mode or you've watched people who play career mode, you'll know of Ezekiel Barco. He's got a £21.2 million release clause. He's 18. He can play at cam, at striker, at left midfield. I'm 94% certain I'm going to be bringing in Ezekiel Barco at 21.2 million. That is an absolute bargain for him. Now we move on to cam, because I differ somewhat. I sometimes play with a cam. Oh, also, sorry, I completely forgot. A left wing, we've also got Draxler, Felipe Anderson, who at right wing, quite cheap really for a player of his quality. Malcolm, too much money. Pulisic, we're waiting to see back. Pulisic is only 18, and he's superb, and he can play on both sides, which benefits him. Kagawa, which I thought again was a very AC Milan-like signing. Demabe, who I've never played with, but I've heard really good things, and obviously he's really good in real life. One thing I would mention with him, he's 23 years old. Look at his picture. He looks about 50. Ramsella, right, he's only just joined, but I've heard really good things, so checked him on. Sabitzer, I know how good Sabitzer is from when we did an RB Leipzig career mode. He's very good, as is Emil Forsberg. These are two players who would 100% improve this squad, like hugely as well. Manuel Lanzini is an interesting one. Carrasco and Promes being shouted. They're definitely two players I'd be interested in bringing in. Money may play an issue there. Lanzini is an interesting one because he can play at left wing, cam and centre mid, which are three positions that we have highlighted that we need to strengthen. So he might, depending on how much money he's worth, he's someone that we could bring in. Talisca, he's out on loan, we can't bring him in. Mesut Ozil, I thought, was an AC Milan-like signing as well, and I'm a big fan of him. The money could be an issue there. Right, Kubo is someone I've never heard of, I've never seen, but he's got potential into the high to late 80s. Like, I think it's about 87. And look at all the positions he can play in. They won't let him join us at the minute because he's only just joined, but he's interesting. Kai Havertz, same again, but there's really good things. Centre mid, here we go. This is the bread and butter now. Lanzini getting a good shout in the comments. Lanzini is someone that I'm interested in bringing in. It just depends on how much money they want for him, really. Nicolo Barella is someone who I'm same with Ezekiel Barco. I'm probably 96% sure of Barella joining this club, because we can get him for less than 20 mil. He's only 20 years old, and his attributes are so good. You know, he's relatively pacey. He's got really good stamina. His reactions are quite low, but they will grow. Good composure, aggression, interceptions. He's solid for a 20-year-old. And those technicals, again, for someone of 20 years old, they're really good, like good passing stats. And I'm pretty certain we're going to bring in Barella. Wendell is someone I've always wanted to play on here, because I've heard nothing but great things about him, and I've never had the chance. Now, he's only just joined Sporting, so we won't be able to get him yet, but he's potentially one for a later season. Same with Morgan Sanson, really. My comments for Wendell are exactly the same as they are going to be for Sanson. Golovin can play in a number of positions, waiting on a scout report back. But he seems a good player. Obviously, in real life, he had a really good World Cup. He's got some good traits on him. And he's 4-star for skill, moves and weak foot. So Torreira might be someone that we look to bring in as well as Barella, because we could get him. He's probably going to be more expensive than Barella, but those physicals are ludicrous. They're insane, and he's arguably got better technicals. His passing is probably worse than Barella's. However, you know, power, free kick, long shot. What's his free kick accuracy, actually? 70 to 74. All right, well, he's got power, free kick, though, so he's a 3-star. But we could get him, combined, we could get both of them in for probably about 40 mil, I reckon, which, for me, is an absolute bargain. Gedson Fernandez, waiting on a scout report. Again, someone I've heard good things about. Cesc Fabregas, I thought would be a very AC Milan-like signing. At 30 years old, he's going to be, he's older, but he's still very, very good. I mean, he's Cesc Fabregas, for crying out loud. Not going to be the quickest, but, his passing stats are superb, and he's so good on the ball. He would add quality to our central midfield. Lo Celso, same again in the, I don't know how much to offer for him, but he's very, very good. Same with Pastore. Now, Pastore can play out wide and can play in the midfield. The only thing I have with Pastore is that his stamina is awful, and he's not very quick as well. So I would be looking at playing him at centre mid, not anywhere else really. He's not going to be good enough, I don't think, for playing out wide. Now, the thing that I got to think of now is whether or not I want 2 centre midfielders or 3. I definitely want 2. I have to bring in at least 2, I think. So we got, right, who else have we got? Pereiro. He's on the expensive side at 28. But then I suppose so is Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas is more. Marino, he's only just joined Newcastle on this, apparently. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? He only just joined, so we won't be able to bring him in. But that's who I've got listed. If you have anyone else to add, then, let me know. I am going to quickly add some new players based on the comments. We're going to look to bring in, we're going to get Carrasco. Yannick Carrasco. His contract's running out in 12 months. Potentially someone that we could look to bring in January on a free. Dimitri Payet, I agree with you there. That is a very AC Milan-like signing. At 30 years old, he's only just joined Marseille though on this game, I reckon. Has he? When did he leave West Ham? No, he's probably been there longer actually. No. Okay, so we're going to add Quincy Promes now to the list as well. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to be too much money. But he's superb. And then Bruno Fernandes as well, we'll add. Basically, when you look at the list, there's an awful... He's only just joined from Sampdoria, so we won't be able to bring him in. Andre Gomez as well, he's a good shout. Someone else that I was considering, but I think he's going to be too much money, is Rakitic. I thought he'd be really good. in that midfield. But again, I just think he's just going to be a bit too much money. Let's add dream players on now. Just the one, actually. N'Golo Kante. He's my perfect midfielder on FIFA because his engine, he just never gets tired. He just goes and goes and goes. So that's a quick rundown of the squad. There's a quick rundown of the transfer targets. Currently, I have this team set in. It's our best. It's our best 11. I was about to say, why is Donnarumma there? Let me just switch these around just so that I don't lose my mind and my OCD kicks in. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm open to suggestion here. I really am. So if you've got any suggestions on who we could bring in, then please let me know. We've got an absolute abundance of defenders on this bench. Maybe we bring in Abate instead of Calabria for now. I think we will do that. Montalivo can go on the bench for now. And that's probably going to be all that we do. Are there anyone that you think I should sign? Right, so at the minute, central midfielder vote goes to Golovin, Torreira, and the young bloke, Barella. Right, early shout there as well for 3 at the back. Now, I'm not against playing 3 at the back. We would have to strengthen. At the minute, I am pretty much... I'm going to start with this and just see how we go from there. I'm not stuck in that position though. I do usually... Let's stop there and get another training session in. I can't remember who we're training now. I think we're training Kessie, which actually is going to be a waste because he's only on loan. We'll take Kessie out. I've got to remember to do that at a later date because he's only on loan at the club, so there's no point wasting a training spot on him, on someone that's going to be gone. So... yeah, I am. It is an Italian site. Right, interest is shown in Felipe Anderson and final scout report back on Barella. We are going to... How much are they... Right, Lazio have been approached by Fenerbahce for 20 million. Right, let's have a look at Barella just so we can have a proper look at him. Really good stamina, really good balance. He's pretty quick. His passing is solid as well. I'm 90% certain we're going to go for him. And Torreira as well. Oh, Torreira. Oh, I like that. Really good physicals. Really good. I think I'm going to sign both of these. I'm pretty certain I'm going to sign both of them. The only thing we need to now look at is whether or not we sign Felipe Anderson. Is he worth 20 million? He's got really good stamina. I mean, he's very quick. My only issue is that he's a right midfielder and not a left. And we got Suso as our first choice right midfielder, and then Conte. And Conte, although he's only 75 rated now, has got an 81 potential. Would we be better off saving our money elsewhere? And, you know, using our money elsewhere, sorry. I think we would. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Thanks very much for watching the video. Let me know who you think we should sign, who you think we should sell, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much.